All right, well, without further ado, who's ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Me, always.
Woohoo. You nerds.
Yes.
You know, she regrets the promise that she made a month ago, but Maddie volunteered. She did. Did you do 2 in a row like you did last time? And
I
then you
did
go this
last
one?
time, but this was trickier because the last video is not up, so I had to go straight to the source.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She's like, what did we do last time?
It was so long ago. But I got it.
I
I'm ready if you're ready, Chief.
I'm ready.
Okay, so last time on Crimson Skies, it started out, we took this tunnel at the back of the Tidebreaker bar and followed it to the Omen secret hideout thing. And there we met up with the Whisper, who knew some whispers about Caspian, Corey's lost love. So he directed us to go meet some stranger on the dock, as you do. And so we went to go see this stranger whose name was Deadeye, and he was a little rough around the edges, but liked to blow things up, really scarred, a little bit traumatized, but it's fine. So he told us that we should help him with his plan because Caspian's also part of his plan. So if we help, then we'll be closer to Caspian or get to see him sooner or some sort of odd promise. And his plan was that he's going to essentially break into a bunch of warehouses at once all around the city. So apparently we were led to believe Caspian is also going to be breaking into a warehouse around the city. So we agreed in return for seeing Caspian sooner, because we're trying to support our girl, Corey, who is going through it right now. So, so we agreed, and then he gave us a sending stone, and he's like, I'll call you. Give you a little ring-a-ding-ding, okay? When I need you in the morning, go have fun. See you later, bye. So Corey was very upset because the whole crew is not really like a heart-to-heart, girl-to-girl crew. We all just like make jokes and laugh and don't take anything seriously. So that can be kind of draining when you need to discuss things. So Corey headed off to town to kind of walk around, but she did forget to get some money. So she was walking around broke. Poor girl. The rest of us were going to go to town as well, separate from Corey, and get some stuff to make black costumes out of. And we found some low-budget black fabric, and we bought it. And while we were in town, Midas noticed a store called Demure Dreams. And he went on in there and talked to somebody named Kalinda, right, DM? Kalinda.
Yep.
And she was telling him all about this guy, Balfine, okay, who Midas knows very well, suspiciously, and that Balfine is living his best life in a different place, which I forget the name of, and he was selling, like, discounted, like, fashion, and Midas is super suspicious because Balfine, discount, those two things do not go together. So obviously he got some intel to further his storyline, etc. regarding Balfine. And he also wanted to, I think, blow up the store, and that's when we had to leave. So that crew left. But in the meantime, over where Corey was, she ran into her little friend, Gloria Snickerdoodle. And she, I believe it's the Artsy Turtsy. Yes. So she was there, and she was having a heart-to-heart, girl-to-girl talk, which is great, because Corey needed that. And you know what else Corey needed? To bake for free with this lady. So they're baking, they're chatting. Corey's really working through some emotions, really finding a true friend in Gloria Snickerdoodle. And then I don't remember specifically what happened, but then essentially we all end up back at the Quack House, and then we're talking, and Koshka's like, oh, here's your money, gave a whole bunch of gold to Corey. I don't remember the amount, so we'll have to review that. And then everyone kind of settled in. I think we're all just waiting at the Quack House for the next morning when we get called by Sending Stone. to go rob a warehouse and save Corey's lost love, which she may or may not punch in the throat because he had a whole secret life she was not thrilled about. Okay, the end.
Yay!
Yay!
Great job. Great job. Fantastic.
You.
I didn't even need to post the last episode, but I will eventually.
Okay.
So I thank you very much for that fantastic recap.
You're welcome.
So as our dear Koshka said, all of that happened. And yeah, we start the next day bright and early. The sun is barely starting to crest over the horizon. Being on this close to the shoreline, the sun comes up quite early for everyone. And I don't know exactly who has the sending stone, to be honest, but I'll just say that the sending stone is just left on the Quack House kitchen table. And you hear the voice of Deadeye calling out from the sending stone, almost like an alarm clock. Hello? Oi! You all awake? Where are you? So who's awake at this time? Like I said, it's really early in the morning. Midas was working on finishing up those disguises that you guys are going to wear made of the black fabric. So who's up? Who heard the message first?
Mo's sleeping on the couch because he doesn't have a room in the Quack House.
Aw.
So he fell asleep as a
You've heard
cat.
it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Corey would probably be up. I don't think she slept, but probably couldn't sleep super well, considering she's gonna see Caspian. So yeah, I'd say she's up when she hears that. And she'll kind of bunny hop over. It was probably just stepping out of her room when she heard it, and then bunny hopped down the stairs and picked it up and said, "Oh, good morning. I'll get the others up. I'm here."
And where is here? I need to go and get you
No.
guys.
Oh, just
think-
outside town.
Yeah, I think that's
Yes,
where you guys
just-
set up shop.
Yeah. Yes, just outside town. It's a cottage. You can't miss it.
All right, I'll be there pretty soon. Get yourselves ready, and I'll be picking you up soon.
All right. And yeah, Corey will go. She'll wake Mo up first since he's close.
I am sorry. I do not have a room, so I just fall asleep
No,
on the couch.
you're fine. You're fine. It's just get ready. Uncap yourself.
Uncap myself? Is that a
Uncat cat.
new
Your
slang that
little
you?
cat. You're don't or do be a cat. I don't care. Just be awake.
He'll poof into his his human form, quote unquote.
And yeah, and then she'll go get whoever else is on the main floor before going upstairs. She'll get them awake.
I feel like
We were discussed.
the layout of this
Yeah,
building.
I completely
I'm
forget.
pretty sure,
who-
I'm pretty sure most of everyone's bedrooms are upstairs.
Okay.
Downstairs is just kind of the kitchen area, living room, den kind of area, and bathrooms and the recently discovered bathing area that's inside the Quack House as well.
Cool. All right then.
I
So
think-
yeah, then I'll go upstairs and wake everybody up.
I was gonna say, I think Pippi hears some noises downstairs, so he gets up and starts sniffing at the door crack, and that wakes up Koshka. So she's awake. She opens the door, lets Pippi run out, sees Corey.
Good morning, Koshka. We need to get ready soon. Deadeye will be here shortly.
Oh, okay. I will get ready. I'll make sure Pippi is ready to go as well. And then she'll
Okay.
kind of shuffle down and chase after Pippi.
And then next would just be go down the list. Gonna go through Midas's door, or well, door quotation marks, just a blanket. Yeah, the sheet. And say, Midas, wake up!
I'm up.
Perfect. And then goes to wake up like Drag Galadriel, like, all right, we need to go.
It is time.
Drag comes to the door and's like, "Is breakfast ready?"
No, but we won't have
Aw.
time for a big one today.
What is
quick
it? What are
snack?
you doing?
Yes, a quick snack.
Like a Slim Jim?
Yeah, she'll give out like her little chef treats.
Yes.
Perfect, just enough to tide you over.
Yeah, exactly.
So Midas, you're the one that was designing some of these disguises, rather kind of quickly throwing them together. But what do they look like?
Yeah, these are honestly just pretty simple, basic, but also versatile. And he kind of just like he brings like folded versions of them like downstairs, and he's like sewing them off. They're all black, of course. They all have a little hood. They have a zipper, so you can zip it up. It's like a little jacket, but it's also very comfortable. Yeah, see, you get it, you get it. Maybe cheek. Also, he didn't really have that much time to really spend on it, so it is pretty basic. So yeah, hood, a little pocket or two. It's not too form-fitting, so we can hide weapons inside of it if necessary. It's enough to get the job done.
Perfect. And yeah, you kind of hand them out to everyone as the whole group gathers, kind of in the kitchen area, just waiting for Deadeye to show up.
And some people's like if they have ears, for it can fit their ears, and then people have tail holes for their tails because yes,
Because Midas is
Tails
an
matter.
inclusive designer, and he makes sure
exactly.
everyone gets their custom fit.
Well, I do recall him doing some research a lot earlier on in this campaign about where Zar's tail goes in his pants. So
That is
I don't know
true.
if you guys recall
That
that.
is
So
true.
he knows.
Oh, I do. I
Yep.
do.
Never forget.
I'm glad he decided for the tail hole. I feel like that's good.
So yeah, as Midas passes out the uniforms, the disguises, you guys are just waiting for Deadeye to show up. So during that time, what's everybody feeling about current events that are happening? Things that you kind of got roped into, whether willingly or not. What are people's feelings about that?
I'd say Corey's feeling pretty on edge. Like, she's had to go through so many hoops just for the chance of seeing Caspian. And like having to, do some crime just to see him doesn't like that. But it's just at this point, it's like it's what they gotta do. And yeah, I think she's mostly just thinking over like what she's going to say, trying to like probably talking a little bit to herself about like, just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like just kind of like just stressed.
Are you like mumbling that to yourself out loud?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, like mumbling to herself out loud, like not like it's not like all internal. She is just like kind of pacing and just kind of like she waits and gears up and yeah, just very nervous.
Yeah. And anyone that is, all of these people, maybe not so much Mo, but most of them know you. So a lot of you probably would have clocked that Corey's a lot more anxious than she normally is. So if anyone wants to kind of say anything to her, now's the opportunity to do so. You can also not,
I think
if you
oh.
want.
I was gonna say, damn.
You just say, yeah.
I was gonna say I think Koshka will kind of address all of them while like quickly glancing at Corey and be like, so is everybody feeling okay about committing this crime? Like, are we really going to go through with it right now, or are we going to like sabotage it, or are we just gonna grit our teeth, bear it, blow up whatever we need to, and move on?
Crime? What crime? We are just doing what is right.
I don't mind
Okay.
so much.
You're most certainly committing crimes.
Okay, so we're going to go through with it. I just wanted to check, you know.
Oh no! I was explaining to a Lathrian like that's
Oh.
what
What is this?
it's
This
most
crime?
definitely a crime. But
Well,
I
I
just
come from my pirate ship. Crime is nothing. It is fine. Let us just do what is right. We'll find him.
Does anyone know the warehouses that we are breaking into? Do we know who owns them? What's in
no.
them?
I
Okay.
have no idea.
Okay,
I just
Yeah, I
we're
don't
going
know.
to do the damn thing.
Yeah, I don't know if Corey was there at that point or she kind of walked off
she did.
as things were being explained. You guys know that essentially you're breaking into some warehouses that the Vrento Guard own, essentially, full of things like confiscated goods. A lot of other things are stored there as well. But it's essentially a storage house for well, all the shipments and such that come through the port city of Balland.
So confiscated goods.
Among other things.
Okay.
All I care about is seeing Caspian and hearing the truth from him.
And you know what I think all of us care about, Corey, is you. So I will do this wholeheartedly if this is what we need to do to get you that chance. You've tried to do so many things to get to him, and everything's just another obstacle in the way. So if I can help, I will help and do this.
I appreciate you, Koshka. It just makes me so nervous, you know, and not only that, but what if we get caught? And then what? I mean, then we'd be thrown into jail. Though we could probably escape pretty easily, considering there's a big hole in it. But, you know,
That is true. Yes.
That's a good way
I
to
think-
about it.
I think we just take it one step at a time at this point. You know, the main goal is we see Caspian, and you know we just got to do a little bit of crime. Which I mean, all of our skill sets, you know, we use them for good, but they could easily translate real quick for a little crime, and then you know then we get what we need for the greater good. You know.
yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell myself. I'm just so uneasy about all of this, but I hope it's just quick. We can run in and run out and whatever, and then we can see him, and then from there, I don't even have a plan. I just need to talk to him. I need to see him. If it's really him, you know, it could be. There's still the possibility it could be somebody from the Crimson Moon just masquerading as him.
Oh God, I didn't even think of that.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
I need to know if it's him. And
Okay.
from there, we'll see.
Well, you do so much for the Mighty Ducks that we will do this for you without question, clearly. So we will make sure that you see your Caspian and that, you know, we won't get caught. And if we get caught, we'll deal with it, but you still go see Caspian, okay? So we'll make sure you see him and then maybe you help us get out of jail. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we're going to be okay. I promise.
I'm okay with
Corey
crime.
will give her a hug. She'll give Koshka a hug for that. She'll say, "Thank you, my friend."
You are welcome, Miss Corey. I'm not the best at making people feel better, but I am trying very hard, and I am following your lead as you have been always there to make me feel better. So I hope this is working.
Is don't worry about it too much.
Okay.
You're very kind.
I hate to pipe in here, but my skill sets are not used to commit crime. But
Oh, it's just because you haven't done it yet. It's okay. You'll be fine.
well, is there a way that we can go to the detectives or the rental guard and maybe they could help us? No.
Okay,
Why-
Help us make arrests, sure.
but we need. But see, the problem, Mo. I see where your head's at. I do. I totally get it. But the thing is, that could jeopardize Miss Gore getting to see Caspian if we go tell the guards.
The
You see?
leader.
Not only that, the Omen, you don't mess with them lightly. Like, you don't. They are a huge criminal organization, and not to mention they have helped us before. So
Mhm.
if we were to piss them all off, we'd have a much worse situation on our hands, I think, than just pissing off, the guards around here.
Well, didn't
what?
you say
That's
that
a good point.
one of your friends is the brother of one of them? Like, so you
Yeah.
can't really piss them off, right?
That's
We
not
can-
true.
We
I
we
think-
definitely can if we get them arrested. No, we
I was
most
going to
certainly-
say.
Well, okay, I'm
I
not
think
talking
we
about.
piss them off more, really,
getting
because
them
we
a-
know them.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this. I know you love him, and I know this is probably the only thing we can really do. But I'll try my best.
You know what, Mo? I'm sure that Mr. Deadeye has a great plan to use our specific skills, and I'm sure that your part will just be minor. It won't be too bad. Maybe you get to keep watch. It'll be okay. It'll be fine.
As
You'll
long
just
as
pretend it's legal.
Yeah, you'll only be guilty by
Think of it-
association.
Think of it like working undercover. Like an undercover agent. You're getting more
Like-
intel on how the group works.
Like a private
Mm.
eye.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, I think I do have a deal to work with the Whisper. After the fact. So maybe this is
What?
my end to the. Wait. What?
What do you mean? What do you mean you have a deal to work with the Whisper after the fact?
Well, you see, I like the
Think
forest.
Whispers needs a
He
detective?
likes drugs. I like drugs. So if
like
he,
drugs?
Wait, so you're okay with that? Then why are you all hemming and hawing over the? Oh, but we are going to commit a crime, and
But that is different. We
What
were.
do you
we
mean
don't even
that's
know.
different?
We don't know what we're doing at this warehouse. We might have to kill some people. What I'm doing was like I'm trying to restore the Dunmas Woods to their glory
With drugs? I
With
don't know.
drugs.
using
your
the
Yeah, with
money
dru-
and agricultural capability of the Onagas. You get to think.
What?
There's nothing wrong with drugs. But
Okay. I just want to make sure I understand what's happening. You are going to sell drugs to the Whisper
I will
and then
grow.
use your money to renovate the forest?
I mean,
Well,
if
I
you
was-
want to pivot from forest detecting to forest drug selling, then sure.
I never said I
that's
was going
fine.
to sell.
No,
the
he's going to
drugs.
use the
I am
detective
just going
office as
to.
a front. That's why he's not very good at it. It's just a
Oh,
front.
forest money laundering, even
He's
better.
really he's
Wait,
been
you
a
said
drug
behind the
dealer all
scenes
along.
is not my problem. As long
Okay,
as the
I-
forest.
what?
dies.
Fraud. No wonder.
Okay, so you are selling the drugs, or did you just tell me that you are not actually going to sell drugs?
I
And do you
never
have
said
any for sale right now?
I do have some
Elatria.
mushrooms. They're not for sale, but
I'd like to
I will
sign
give
up for
some
the
to you.
killing people part.
Honestly, Mo, I don't understand. But if I were you, I would be very careful dealing with Mr. Whisper. He always has his own angles, I would assume, being part of the Omen. And as you know, everybody just said, Omen, big criminal organization. Maybe, just be careful, protect yourself. I don't want anything bad to happen to you when you enter this life of crime.
How often have you had run-ins with the Omen? I imagine at least a good amount, considering how you were able to just kind of get us in on the inside.
I lived in Onegas prior to this. They run Onegas. Like, the politicians in Onegas are just a front. It's a marketing front to be like, oh, look, we're a good city. It's good. We have infrastructure. But no, it is run by, the big black market. So it's hard to avoid them. You pick some things up here and there.
Nice.
Anyways.
Victoria narrows
Anyways.
her eyes at
So you
like, I feel like you're more involved than what you say.
Yeah, that was
I
a terrible
think
response.
that has nothing to do with our conversation. And
has
nor
everything
can
to
I
do with
confirm
it.
that is
They're
the
not
truth.
talking.
You know,
Yeah,
Koshka, at this
that's
point,
weird.
since we are directly working with them, it's okay if you're even a current member of the Omen, like it's okay. You don't
No,
have to hide it.
the Omen have the ugliest tattoos on their face, and I am still beautiful. You see? That is big difference between me and the Omen. I also used to work at the bar that they frequent. I bartend. So you learn a little bit here, a little bit there.
Did you have
And
hide out in the bar that you worked at, and then they gave you a secret code, and then somebody said like the secret thing, then you'd go, oh, I can get you in, and then you get
I know.
sneak them in on the ground.
no, that's a lot more work than I would be willing to put in for any of that. No,
Was
but
this-
but I mean, I also grew up at the outpost right before Onegas, where all of the Omen have to travel to get in and out. So I grew up. I knew some people who I recently found out were Omen people. But they taught me a little bit here, a little bit there when I was younger. Just little funny things you teach children. And when I moved to Onegas, I realized, little funny things might not be as funny here. But anyways, it's okay. Just maybe don't sell drugs or get into the drug business with the Omen. Maybe, I don't know. That's
do you
just-
think
So
that
you were involved.
Excuse me? I just told you I was not involved. I just told you
That
many
is
reasons how I
exactly
am
what
not.
being involved means.
Yeah.
that is
exactly someone who is not involved is involved?
That is, you know what? There's nothing I can say to convince you. I mean, I have done everything you guys have wanted me to do since I was here. I proved myself to be in the group. I did not even want to join.
What are we
And now
questioning?
you're
Hold
defending
on, hold
people
on.
that need to
Like
be
I said, it's
defended.
okay. It's not like we're going to kick you out,
So she
because
was
you-
involved.
I don't know where you're getting that from. I know people that are in the Omen, but I just live where they lived. That's it.
Whatever you say, Kennedy.
You don't even call me by my name. I don't.
What are we questioning here? Her loyalty?
I thought we were
No.
talking about Mo.
Yeah, I'm not
was
even
just asking.
questioning loyalty. I know you're loyal. I just was just wondering.
Well,
I know about any. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
it was
Oh, good.
just us
I'm
being
glad.
curious, but
Okay, so we're going
whatever.
to do
I
this
guess
thing. Where's
curiosity is
Deadeye?
bad.
Has anyone seen him?
Real quick, do you think you might be a sleeper agent? Maybe a word will set you up. Cucumber.
What? You're a
She-
sleeper drug dealer. Nothing.
What?
What are you talking
No,
about?
maybe she's a sleeper omen. Maybe she is, undercover herself.
Who are,
Maybe-
Am I
what-
still
maybe they-
undercover? I don't know. Is that what
That
you
is
mean? Is
a
that
s-
what a sleeper agent? Okay, keep
Yes.
trying words. Keep
Cat it.
trying words. Cat.
Listen
I don't
here.
think that would be it.
Catnip.
Listen here, detective.
Oh, yes, that might be it. But no, it's not. It's not.
I can see the snicker on Koshka's face. The word catnip. Oh, shit.
This is weird.
Is that him? Is that that Deadeye? Is he outside? I think that's him coming down the road.
You just hear the wind blow outside.
A tumbleweed passes.
I didn't mean to put you on this spot. I didn't mean to put you on this
It's
spot.
okay. I
You
don't
get
like.
a little nervous.
I get a little nervous having to justify my existence to you people all the time. One of you won't even call me by my name.
Midas.
Okay.
Midas.
Hmm?
I care. And you need to be nice to Koshka.
I am.
You have to work together. No, you're not.
I
You
am.
can't lie about that.
I am not.
Maybe Midas is a sleeper agent. Let's start saying words at him.
Yeah, okay.
Pineapple. Okay.
No.
Farfignugan.
No.
A cardigan.
Minnesota.
What
I
are you
must
saying?
kill. No, try again.
We're trying to find out if Midas is a sleeper agent.
I wonder if the sleeper
Tortilla.
agent is a happy person.
Then it wouldn't be Midas.
Yeah.
What if there is like not a sleeper agent at all? I mean, if we were relying on Mr. Nature Detective's detective skills to figure out if there is a sleeper agent, maybe we're using the wrong set of skills.
Well, if
I
it
like
was a
Ryan.
tree that was a sleeper agent, then I would be able to tell, yes.
He doesn't
Are you
even.
sure?
He's a. We don't even know if he's really a detective or a drug dealer. Now at this point, we are so curious as to what his real job is.
Honestly, can't
Well,
you be both?
Good at it.
No, you can't. You can't both. Sorry, Maine, can you turn yourself up? I can barely hear you.
Yes.
I'll be louder. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm talking over you, and then I'm like, I can't hear him. I don't know. Okay, cool.
You can also turn up his user volume on Discord itself.
He's on phone.
LOL.
LOL. Okay, I can hear you better now. That's good.
Okay.
You guys, as you continue your conversation, eventually you hear a knock on the door.
Well, thank God.
Oh, finally. Get on the road, and Corey will open the door.
And you look down and you see Deadeye head to toe in the black garb disguise, very similar to how you guys are covered up. He has his hood up. He has a little black cloth over his face, and he walks inside and kind of pulls down his mask, looks around. So, this is a fancy place out in the middle of nowhere. How'd you guys get the permits for something like this?
Magic? There's no permit.
Ah, well, magic solves everything, doesn't it? So he just looks around. He just looks around. Like, there's an air of tension inside here. Are you guys okay? Is everything we all ready to go?
Ready to go. That's where the tension came from. Is was waiting.
Just waiting on you, sir.
I am quite anxious. I just want to see Caspian.
Ah,
Mr.
fair enough.
Nye.
Well, as soon as we finish today's operation, you'll be reunited with him.
All right. Well, take us to the place, and you can tell us what we have to do on the way.
All right, sounds good. We're ready to head out. Let's head on out.
Yeah.
And Deadeye kind of walks out the door, just waits for all of you guys to join him.
Yep, I'm joining.
Let us go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, you
Let's go.
say your magic words, and the quack house
Fuck off.
folds back up.
Falafel.
And Deadeye's like, wow, magic, amazing.
He's pretty nice.
And he starts walking with you guys, and you head towards the northern side of Balland. And along the way, Deadeye starts to go into a little bit of an explanation as to what's going to take place with this operation. So as you guys are all walking, the streets of Balland are are not too busy this early in the morning. There are some people just kind of walking through, but the streets are very sparse with people. There's just kind of the group of you guys all together. And so Deadeye just kind of starts addressing everybody, saying, just to remind you, Operation B.S.U is a bit of a shock and awe kind of plan. You know, we have some members of the Omen with some nearby wagons ready to run in as soon as my precious babies are set off. And Deadeye just kind of unveils a satchel that's just full of black powder bombs.
Oh God.
He says, well, these explosions, you like it, mate. It's nice. I've been working on them all night.
Did any sleep?
No, I don't sleep. I'm working around explosives all the time. Got me a bit on edge all the time. You know.
Sleep's overrated anyways.
I feel like the worst person to work on explosives is one who does not sleep. That's just me. But
Nah, I've been fine, you know. Plenty of coffee gets you through the night. It's perfect. So we're gonna be setting off these explosions simultaneously, and that's gonna cause a whole bunch of chaos and panic. You know, just exactly what we want. The gods won't even know where to look first, but you know, of course, that shock and awe only lasts for so long. You know, given my experience, I'd wager, you know, you probably got like less than a minute or so before the gods kind of, you know, come to their senses and start, you know, bringing in the backup troops. You know, it's going to be a quick operation, but, you know, I know we can pull it off. Done it plenty of times before. You know, I talked to you guys yesterday. The Wisp has been tracking the gods for many weeks now, and now it happens to be the best time to actually break into the place. There's not too many gods, not too many people on the streets. You know, try to minimize casualties as much as possible. That is the goal of this operation. So we're kind of striking at the right time. There's not a lot of people on the streets, you know, all that jazz. But you know, the warehouse does have people working in the night shift. You know, there's going to be a couple of civvies in there, and there's going to be a couple of Vrento guard. So, you know, I'll kind of leave that to you, how you want to deal with them. You know, dealer's choice, so they say. But you guys don't look like the murderous type. Well, she kind of does, and he points over to Drag. It's like
She nods along. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, she got the look of someone that's you know, ended a life or two, you know.
I mean, we all
as she
have
glitters in the
that.
sunshine.
Yeah. She
I
like
think
flips
Drag's
her
the most
back and
beautiful
forth.
out of all of us.
So, you know, these we're gonna be meeting up with a couple of Omen members who's got the wagon, and their job is to run in and grab as much as they can. You know, hopefully you guys help them out along the way as well, and you really want to protect them and guard their backs to make sure everything goes smoothly. There is, however, one linchpin to this whole operation. You know, we aren't going to be able to get those wagons out of there on foot. Not with all the loot that we're going to have, not to mention all the extra bodies that we're going to have. So inside these warehouses, we've got some confirmed information that there is a certain magic item that you're going to need to grab to make this plan go off without a hitch. Now, I don't know if you've all noticed, but horses aren't too common in these parts, right? And if you do see some horses, it's usually the Vrento guard that has them. Well,
All right.
inside the offices in these warehouses, there are scrolls that allow you to magically conjure horses for about an hour or so. And they usually stash a few of these scrolls in case of emergencies, you know, in case they have to get some of their goods out to the docks in a speedy type way. So we need a couple of these magic horses in order to pull the wagon along with all the loot and the lot of you, so you're not kind of left in the lurch, basically. We don't want to leave any men behind. and we're going to need them to make a quick getaway. So the Omen members, once we kind of get the loot, they know exactly where they need to take the wagon, and as you can see right now, the streets aren't going to be too busy. So that's kind of the gist of the plan. Any kind of questions, any concerns, any constructive criticism?
So we need to
Okay.
break in and steal all of the goods, all of the loot, and then we're putting that onto the cart, and then from there we're going to steal the borrow, maybe was a better word, of taking the scrolls, the paper that says here is a magical horse, and that horse is going to then lead us to the promised land.
Yeah, the Omen members are gonna, direct those horses where this wagon needs to go.
Okay, so just to be clear, are we loading stuff up into these wagons? Or are we just going in looking for the scroll to produce said horses?
Well, I mean, the more stuff that we can get onto the wagon, the better. So, I mean, if you guys want to help collect some of the loot that's there, maybe some of you go and find these scrolls, but finding the scrolls is going to be a high priority. The Omen members, you're going to have a couple of them with you. They'll be able to grab a couple of things, but, there might be some Brento guards trying to get in their way, so maybe, you subdue them. However you so choose, emphasis on however you so choose. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of chaos there's going to be a lot of chaos that's happening basically in the moment. So, you guys know the explosions happening. The Vrento gods and any cities that are inside are going to be quite taken aback by things. So, that's
When
going
are
to be...
these explosions going off? Is it while we're inside or as we make our escape?
No, the explosions are going to be, think of it like the start of a race. The explosions go off, makes a big enough hole for the wagon to be, brought into the interior of the warehouse so the loading can happen quite quickly. And then we get these magic scrolls going, get these horses all wrapped up, out you go.
Wouldn't it be better if we snuck in first and took care of whoever was inside and then blew up the wall and, instead of, alerting the people inside? I'm just wondering.
More covert. I like it.
Yes.
Well, there's only one way to get inside, and there's guards on the front and there's guards on the inside of these large wooden gates that are there. So these guards aren't too keen on being brought away from the gate. Plus, you'll have to deal with whatever's inside. Everything's already kind of coordinated. So, kind of don't want to be deviating from the plan too much.
Okay, so blow it up, then go in. That's the plan.
Well, I can turn invisible, so while
Oh my
there's
god, so
chaos
can
and everything.
I!
Yeah, so the people who can turn invisible can
Me.
look for the scrolls. Yes, me and Koshka, we can try and
Okay,
look for
and-
the scrolls.
I've got a lot of perception benefits to my cat, like eyes. I don't know.
That's why we call you the eyes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That makes sense now, doesn't it?
I have
It has always
All
made
coming
sense.
together.
It's all coming together.
magical ways to make us more stealthy. I have ways to find any object that we need to find. I can make things smaller. I can enhance one of you. I can make a cloud that will obstruct whatever we're doing or anything like that. So whatever we need, just let me know.
I feel like the fact that you can find what we need to find. What's that about? How do you do this? What do you need to do that?
I
Yeah,
can
that
just
sounds
look.
the most helpful.
I can locate an object. Whatever object we need, I can locate it within a.
You need to be
100,
familiar
1,000.
with it. Coo.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, like a
Well,
scroll, like a scroll of like fine steed. Do I have to? Like I can.
Are you
No.
familiar with the exact scroll? I think is what
Okay, I got you.
our Mr. DM is saying.
Yeah, it doesn't just
Gotcha.
work like that.
Oh, damn, I thought that's good. It was a good try, Mo.
Yeah. Well, I can do other things.
You can do many things. You
I can
told
do
us
other
it's
things.
great.
And
If there's
Use
traps,
this
I can find
effective-
traps.
That'll be good.
As usual.
All right, I think we have a plan. Enough of a plan. You know, just
That's-
invisible people go invisible, look around. I also
And the
have
rest of us,
Hugin.
hope for the best. Then
Yeah, the rest of you punch some guards out.
But to say, how are we dealing with
Okay.
these gods? Are we?
Punching them.
Punch them
Yeah.
real hard and real good, so they knock
Knock 'em
themselves
out.
knock them
do
out.
not
Yes,
kill them.
no killing,
Punch them.
and maybe don't
Knock 'em out.
use something.
No killing.
I don't
Painful.
know.
And make sure you're not noticeable as who you are, you know,
Yes,
so they
but
can't
don't-
pinpoint you. That's why we
Oh.
wear the outfit.
The biggest thing, Aladrian,
Yes.
is do not yell anything about "We are the mighty ducks breaking in." Ooh,
Matter of fact,
singing
no
songs.
fucking singing. No singing.
No singing.
Matter of
I mean,
fact,
don't be able to tell it
your
to
costume is not done. Midas is gonna reveal like a mask. Here, no singing. I don't want to see your lips. No singing.
No singing. I don't know if I can. All right. No singing.
No
We will not
singing.
sing. No singing.
I swear to God, if you sing, you're dead.
Okay, so Ladrian's not singing. Corey and I are going to be invisible. The rest of you are going to fight off the guards and help load wagons. We will find the scroll. Once we get the scroll, we give you a signal. We call the horses or whatever. And then we get our booties out there straight to Caspian. Okay? Okay.
Good.
Good
It's
little-
nice to have another person in the team who has a brain.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm familiar with operations like this, but you know, I mean, it's good to have a plan. Okay, let's go.
Ladrian, no singing.
I mean, I will do. All right. No singing.
No speaking. No speaking.
I-
No, once we get there, I don't want to hear anything after you. I don't want to hear a peep until we have loaded everything up and got them onto the wagon and we're gone.
Then
Then you
we have Aladrian to be lookout, you know, so
yeah,
then
be lookout.
so
Yes.
his like
You want
singing
me
could be a noise
outside.
of his choosing, you know. Maybe not outside, maybe just, you know, casually looking out around all directions. And if you see something that is obviously going to be very, very bad for us, you just, you know, like the little thing from that movie.
Did you just battle cry? Oh, that movie.
Yes, it was just not well done, okay?
All right.
Okay, you pick. You know what? You pick the sound, but know that it will. We will need to know what it is, so that we will hightail it out of there ASAP.
All right. I will
Okay.
be the lookout.
So
With your
good,
beautiful singing voice, that we will not. I don't know. I'm tired. Let's just do this.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I like
Alright.
Aladrian as lookout. I like that plan.
Okay.
You guys are clearly a well-oiled machine of a team with these plannings that you just made there. I like to see it. So, let's head on out, shall we? So you guys arrive in the northern side of Balland, and you can see, just like Deadeye told you, the streets aren't too busy here. There are a few people walking around, going about their business, but there are several large warehouses that can be seen just spread out very wide and far and wide in this area. Getting a kind of a look at this, you know, just kind of even from a distance, your best guess is that these warehouses are like 100 feet long, like 100 feet wide. Like, these are massive structures in Balland that house a lot of stuff. There's solid stone and brick and mortar that make up these large walls that just surround the entire building. And like Deadeye mentioned, there's just one really large wooden gate that is wooden doors that is in the front of these buildings. you can see that there are a couple of rental guards that are posted outside of these doors. And just kind of as you're close by, you can see, one of the guards lets out a really large yawn, and you can see the other one that's kind of struggling a little bit to stay awake after a long night shift. Deadeye leads you guys down a few alleyways out of sight from the front of the warehouse, and eventually he meets up, and you all meet up with the transportation wagon along with 3 Omen members. They're all wearing some dark brown and black leathers. They have cloth masks that are currently pulled down around their necks, but all of them have that Omen tattoo right on the side of their face. There's a human and an elven man that are both getting limber and stretching, getting ready for what's about to happen. There we go. And there's another Omen member that appears to be a Goliath man who's checking the wheels of the wagon and making sure that nothing is wrong. As you all approach, Deadeye, waves to these 3 Omen members who just kind of look over at all of you, give you the head nod. They know that you guys are part of the plan. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. So for Pass Without Trace, it says that it doesn't give me like a number on how many people I can cast it on.
Yeah, I think it's like a pretty wide number of people, to be honest.
It's each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, but it doesn't say how many I can choose. So can I just choose the whole?
Yeah, I don't think there's a limit, to be honest.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna cast Pass Without Trace on all of us, and it lasts an hour, and everyone has a +10 bonus to dexterity and stealth for this whole situation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you are concentrating on that, and it does last an hour.
Cool.
So Deadeye walks.
Shit.
Oh, what?
And I can't be invisible because I can't concentrate on 2 things at once.
Okay. At least you have but your stealth checks at least.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, like you just
So-
use it until we need to go find the scrolls, and then
Okay,
you know,
okay, cool,
yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
By
But
that
it
point, we'll probably be beating people up and
Yeah.
not being very stealthy anyway.
And
Right.
you can
Got it.
and you can further basically enhance Corey, who is invisible, right? Like
yeah.
she'll probably already get advantage on most of her stealthy stuff, but now it's like +10 to whatever she's
Yeah,
got.
exactly.
Yeah. So you guys meet up with all these folks here, and Deadeye, grabs a cluster of these black powder bombs and hands it over to the large Goliath man. I says, "Hey, lads, make sure you put these in the proper spot, and I gotta go hand these off to the rest of our men waiting. I'll give the signal to you guys via the sending stone to let you know when to set off the explosions, okay? And when
Alright.
When the explosions go off, we commence Operation B.S.U. Huzzah!
Thank you, Deadeye.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yes,
Huzzah!
I love the enthusiasm.
What is a huzz?
So you guys see Deadeye kind of take off and head to another warehouse where presumably another group of Omen members are waiting for him to drop off some explosives. So while you guys are waiting for the signal, one of the Goliath, he grabs the bombs and walks it over to the back of this large warehouse building, and just places them on the ground. You see him kind of extend almost like a large wick, and unfurls like a long oil-covered rope, pulls it back 15-30 feet, back behind some buildings, so he's out of the blast radius. And now you guys are just kind of waiting for the signal. So while that's happening, any last-minute chatter?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So where we are, can we see the gate where the guards are?
No, you're on the complete backside of the
Backside.
building, and it's
Okay.
like I said, the building's over 100 feet long.
Mhm.
So you're really far away from them, basically.
And this is the building that we're going into to steal.
Yeah.
The stuff.
So Yeah,
Okay,
so he just set up the bombs like at the back of this large warehouse building where there's like no windows or anything like that. It's just like solid brick. Like there's no
Gotcha,
windows or anything to look into.
I thought there was a gate around the building. Okay.
Yeah,
So the guards are just like at the front of the like the big like the bay doors, kind of, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Got it.
I pictured a portcullis.
Yeah, it's not so much like a portcullis. It's just like a large wooden like barn doors. You can think of it that way.
Cool.
Gotcha.
All right. So after a few more minutes, and seems like Deadeye has to hoof it to a lot of places currently. So it's probably like solid like 45 minutes to an hour that you guys are kind of waiting around here. The streets are still relatively empty. There's no one really in sight. And you guys hear Deadeye, on the sending stone. It's like, all right, boys, time to light them up. And the Goliath kind of starts grabbing he grabs a piece of flint and starts sparking it. It eventually catches the oily rope, and you guys see the rope start to burn and head towards the cluster of black powder bombs. And as that is happening, the black powder, or the rope gets ever closer and closer and closer to the black powder bombs, when all you hear simultaneously going off in various directions.
Oh.
A large explosion happens. The large cloud of dust appears from the debris, and you guys see the large Goliath and these two other Omen members start pulling the wagon into the large opening that's been created. And are you guys following in?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Go.
Yep.
All
I
right.
got my mage armor on, and yeah.
All right.
Oh,
You get
Drag wants to rage.
Absolutely.
What's to rage?
absolutely the sound of the explosions hurt your ears, and now you're really mad about it.
Fired me up to kill some people.
And
Knock
as
them
you
out. You're knocking them out. Don't kill them.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and as you all run into the building, passing through the smoke, we'll take a quick break right here.
Perfa. Okay.
So we'll take like a 10-15 minute break. Get ready to steal some stuff.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Taking an
Yeah,
early
sure.
break today.
Yeah,
All right.
a little early break, but we got a lot to steal.
Is it weird that I can't see anybody else's rolls?
I can see it, but I
I
don't.
can't see anybody
Yeah, I
else
can't
either.
First.
really see. It's like loading.
Yeah.
Well, what
Well, I got
I
a
see
12.
that I see that Mo rolled 3 dots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we all see.
Dang, can you see?
It's not coming up
Sure
in the
hope
combat
that.
tracker, but hold on, let me see something here. Oh. All right. It's all dots for everybody.
Oh.
Well, I got a 12.
Oh.
I got a 13.
All right, give me a second.
I
I
got
got
a-
I got a 36. Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, I'm up there. Yeah, 36.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a 13. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, I win D&D, guys.
I love it.
I win.
I win.
Did you guys ever watch what is that, Purple Worm Kill or whatever?
What?
Yes, there's on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime
You're
has like a
ma- you're
Dungeons and
making
Dragons
stuff up.
show.
Okay, you said Amazon Prime show.
It's just
yeah, I don't.
It's just like live with like Matthew Lillard and stuff.
Oh.
What?
Wait, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Wait.
My boy
Okay, I
Shaggy,
need
I'm
to check-
in.
I need to
Yeah.
check that out.
They're like hour-long episodes, and it's just like one shots.
We got so sucked in yesterday.
I believe
Matthew
it.
Lillard.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard shows up as the portal for something. It's just his face. Anyway,
All right, Drag, what did you get?
13.
All right, 13. Corey, what'd you get?
I got a 13.
13. Eladrine, what'd you
This
get?
is so awkward.
5.
5. Koshka, what'd you get?
12.
12. Make sure you roll for Pippi. Minus, what'd you get? Oh, he shares your initiative. Never mind.
13.
13. Mo,
8.
8. Bunch of high rollers.
Wow.
It just made me reconnect. Now I can see everyone's roll. I don't know if it made y'all do the same.
No.
let me
I
try
think
that.
refresh to
No.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Do
Refresh.
It was like a prompt that came up and it was like,
Oh,
you have
yeah, that
disconnected. Yeah.
Yeah, now I see everything.
Well, I'll just hit refresh.
I
and see
do
what
too.
happens.
Also see everything.
Sweet.
I can
Oh,
see
look at that numbers.
clearly now.
The
Come on, stab
Race
damage.
gone.
Yeah, let me refresh the shite then.
All obstacles in my way.
Can we petition Lexi's next character to be a bard?
Yes.
I do really want my next character to be a bard, actually. Like,
Hell yeah. that'd be
I was so
cool.
close to it with my other group, but he is a cleric. But I really want to be a bard.
You can live out the pop star dream from what was the game you play on stream?
Oh, The Sims.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
Sims. My
I'm
little
like, what?
fake hobby.
What?
Yeah, that was a deep cut.
That was a while back.
Alrighty. So, following the explosion, and you all are rushing in. You see a large, kind of very spacious interior warehouse. Just looking to your left, you can see there's a room to your left. You can see there's a room to like the northeast side of the space. There's another room to the southeast side, and you can see just kind of boxes just kind of stacked upon each other, crates, barrels, things under tarps. There's just a whole bunch of stuff all over the place here. The shock and awe has taken effect in the far distance. Like, you know, like I said, this whole warehouse is like 100 feet long. So in the far distance, you can barely see a couple of Rento Guard are, you know, they're kind of just grabbing onto their ears currently over top of their helmets from the large ringing that just occurred. As you can imagine, probably quite the sizable echo of the explosion just went through this place. And as the dust and debris starts to settle, Drag, you're first. What do you want to do?
I definitely want to try and get as close to the Rento Guards to punch them as possible.
All right. And are we planning on using fisticuffs?
Fisticuffs. What is this, 1930?
Yeah, we're just gonna bare knuckle box today.
All right. I like it. All right.
Although, how close? 40 feet. My thing is really slow.
That's all right. So you kind of moved your 40 feet.
And yeah, I'm just trying to be the distraction.
All right. So you kind of pop back a little bit here. That's about 40. You can, currently you're raging, so you're glittery and beautiful as always. And you can just use your bonus action to maintain your rage because you need to hit something typically.
Yes.
All right, perfect. You can use your action to do other stuff as well if you want. If you want to dash, if you want to dodge, anything like that.
Yeah, I want to dash.
Mm-hmm.
That doubles my distance, right?
So you already went 40 feet, so you can get about like here. You can see
that's where I want to be.
All right. Yeah, so Drag, you just kind of start sprinting, coming in, closing the distance, getting closer to these guards. Fists at the ready. All right, and that will be your turn. Next, Kore, you're up.
Hey, I am turning invisible. Be my my action. And I want to try to just start looking for these scrolls, see if they're in like the crates and stuff over here.
Absolutely.
Let me move over this way.
Okay. What's your movement speed?
30 feet.
Yeah, this place is... I don't know if you guys are using the ruler or anything like that.
Oh wait, I'm not. No, hold
Yeah,
on, hold on,
this
hold on, let me-
this place is really big.
Oh
It's not
shit,
like
it's big.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
traditional movement. So yeah, make sure you're using the ruler to measure out the space in this one.
I can move like here.
All right. Anything else, Corey?
Just going to send Hugin out to see if see what he sees.
All right. And where do you want Hugin to go?
Let's see.
He's on the map with you.
Yeah, I see him now. See, he actually can get here. So yeah, I'll have him take cover.
All right. Hugin's perched up on top of all these boxes and things.
Mm-hmm.
All
All
right.
right.
And that's everything.
Yep.
All right. Next up, Midas, you're up.
Ooh, yeah, so it looks like I'm also on distraction duty. So Midas is gonna just dash forward the full 60 feet. Yeah, and that's literally gonna be it for my turn.
All right. Koshka and Pippi. Koshka is currently concentrating on Pass Without Trace.
So she's gonna drop that.
Okay.
Does that count as an action?
Nope.
Okay, so then she's gonna use her action to become invisible.
All right.
Let me just do that thing over here. And then she's gonna move. Her speed is 35 feet. So she's gonna go to the opposite corner of where. Which one's me? They're so little.
You can zoom
Okay.
in.
She's gonna go right to here. And then she's gonna start looking through these boxes over here.
All right. So you use your action to go invisible. So you can't look through it on this turn, but next turn you are more than able to.
Oh,
What do you want Pippi to do?
I'm trying to find his most recent sheet. To see how far his. So he can go 40 feet. So he's not going to be invisible. So he's going to go. Oops. 40 feet over here. And he's going to start sniffing around and seeing if he can find a scroll.
He knows what they smell like.
He could.
You can so as Pippi's action, you can have him do like we'll say like an investigation snoof.
Investigation.
I want to investigate and snoof.
I think he gets like a different modifier than me, but it keeps closing. Stupid thing. Let me see.
His intelligence is -1, so it's whatever you
Oh.
get -1.
Okay. So he gets an 8.
All right. Yeah, he doesn't know what a scroll smells like, let alone a specific scroll.
He just sniffing around, trying to pretend he's being helpful.
All right. Next up, Koshka, from the spot you're at, you can hear some whimpering and confused gasps and shouting coming from the interior of this room over here. Next is these Omen guys. They're going to start. They're going to head in this direction. This one is going to head over to where you are, Koshka. And you see them just pick up crates, like not even really looking for what's in them. They just kind of pick it up. They feel it's heavy, and they'll start kind of turning around and heading back to the cart on their next turn. Mo, you're up. What do you want to do?
Alrighty, so I'm a bonus action face step 30 feet. So I'll pop up right here. And then that should get me in range. Yeah. So this is like a closed gate. Is there like bars between the gates, like where you can see the outside, or is it kind of like blocked off?
Are you talking like where these guards are?
Yes.
It's a fully like closed wooden barn door, essentially. Like you can't see past it.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's do this then. I'm going to cast Erupt Earth.
Ooh.
Right between them. Oh shit. They each have to make a dex save.
Oh.
So I'm gonna cast it right there. It's a 20-foot sphere, and the area in the 20-foot sphere will kind of erupt up, and it becomes like unstable, or what's the word? What ground is that?
Difficult terrain?
Difficult
Yes.
terrain.
Is it just in that 20-foot sphere?
Yes.
Or is it a... Yeah, it's like a square. Okay.
Oh, so cubed. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Alright. So I'll draw that. Square. Alright, so... like 20 feet. So that kind of covers pretty much them. Alright.
I'm more focused on like trying to get the door as well. I
Yeah.
guess that, yeah, right between them. Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of like covers this area, essentially. So
Yeah.
they both fail.
Yeah, so they'll take 3d12 bludgeoning damage from falling into my pit, which is 16.
Alright, yeah. So how much damage?
16 bludgeoning.
Alright, 16 bludgeoning. Alright.
Yeah, so I'll kind of like, I'll face step like a green kind of, or sorry, a white mist kind of poof 30 feet ahead, and then I'll tap my, what's that thing called? Not shillelagh. No, what's the stick thing?
Staff.
Staff, thank you. God, heads, words are hard. I'll tap my staff into the ground, and like a shockwave will be sent out, and below the wood floors, the earth will kind of rumble a little bit and erupt up and kind of break.
Yeah, and as the debris like erupts from the ground below, the wood splinters, chunks of earth just kind of fly out and just smack these two guards who are a little bit dazed from the explosion. And they each take some damage.
Yep. That's all for me.
All right. Next up is these guards here, who get up. So that's going to be 10. All right, they can get plowing through, getting smacked in the face, all that kind of stuff. They get up and plow through and start heading towards the threats here. So they're both going to head towards Dragonista. They're both going to draw their blades and start going at her.
Is that with difficult terrain?
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Yeah, just barely. Like, they literally just got there with the 30 feet. Alright, so the first one's gonna attack you twice, Drag, with a long sword that he's got with 2 hands on it. Oh, that's gonna probably hit you both times. So it's gonna be... Oh yeah, 23 and 20 to hit.
Wow.
Yeah, that hit.
Alright. Oh, but very, very bad damage. Total of 4 points of damage total that gets halved to 2. And I rolled 2 1s on the d10s.
Damn.
But the next one's going to attack you as well, Dragonista. So 17 and 15. Do those hit?
Yes, both.
Both. Okay. So another attacks here. Okay, there. That's a little bit better damage. So 3 and 13. So 13 points of damage, rounded down to 6 points of slashing damage against you.
Okay.
All right, and that's going to be their turn. Eladrian, you're up.
All right. So I'm supposed to be like the lookout, right? Here, the wall behind us is blown up. Yes.
Yep, and the wagon is like right in the space of the blown out wall.
Right on the other side. Okay. So like, here's what I'm thinking, right? You tell me if I can do this or not. Since I'm not supposed to be like interacting with anybody and just supposed to like keep my mouth shut and just to be, be the guy that's doing whatever, can I maybe like walk over to this is like a tarp on top of these boxes? Yes.
Yeah.
Can I like turn it over and like put the boxes on top of the tarp maybe
Yeah.
and start and like build it up that way?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So I'm going to try to like turn it over and start moving the the boxes on top of the tarp. And as I do that, what I'd like to do, I don't know if I can do this all in one turn because I think moving the boxes might be like an action. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to eventually cast levitate upon the tarp so I can just take all of the boxes on the tarp over to the thing.
Keep in mind, levitate only moves things up and down.
Yeah, but if it's up and down, I can pull it.
Yeah. It's an idea. I like it. So we'll say, taking the tarp off and moving I'll let you kind of move like 2 boxes for your action to put on top of the tarp.
Okay. Okay, they're big boxes though.
Yeah.
Oh yes, so big. Okay.
All right. Anything else? Bonus action?
No. No. I'm going to stay quiet, not do anything.
All right. Top of the round.
I'm going to look at Corey from across the room, and I'm going to make the move that my mouth is locked, my lips are sealed.
And you just do that to an invisible person because she's invisible.
I have no idea where she is.
All right, so top of the round. We'll do some combat tactics. Why not? See if you guys have any plans. Starting now. Go.
My plan is to bring the boxes over.
Should I investigate the room where there's people whimpering and crying, or should I leave that alone?
Investigate. Snoop.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Also, where's the door to that room?
So there's a door over here.
Okay.
There's a door over here.
Yeah.
And there's a door over down here.
Yeah, I saw those other 2. I just didn't know where it was on the other room behind me. Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's my plan.
I'm gonna cast a fog cloud in my what's it called,
Pants.
erupted earth. That way they can't see inside. Just in case.
These guys cut me, so I'm gonna kill them.
Okay, good.
They
All
got you, son.
All right.
Wait, your erupted earth, isn't that like, are they not in it anymore?
But it blocks
But
the door.
it's still there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right. Dragonista, you're up.
So Drag is going to pull her trident out, and she's gonna yell at them, "I wasn't gonna do this!" And then she's gonna cut them because they tried to cut me. We're gonna go for yellow first because he's sunshiny and he just pisses me off more. And we're doing I'm so sorry, one-handed, split in two.
All right.
Uh, 21 hit.
Yep. 21 will hit.
Oh, and he gets glitter angels all over him. And 7 damages.
All right.
Oh, and then the offhand. 27.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that
Christ.
isn't that
Crit.
Is that what it was?
yeah,
Did I
you
miss-
have a 20 plus 7?
Yes.
Yeah, just some of the damage. This thing's not popping up for me.
I was about to say these things keep disappearing, so
Yeah, my numbers are gone again.
I'm I'm trying to find them again.
It hit with a 5 damage.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, and I think that's it for me, right?
Oh, you get your 2 attacks.
Oh, yeah. I want to slash at the other one with my second one.
Like the orange one.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the yellow guy's still standing, but barely.
That's another crit.
Oh God.
20. The dice are in my favor today. So that says 10 on here damage.
All right.
Oh yeah, and yellow guy had glitter angels all over him too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get
And
your
then the
second offhand there.
offhand is 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, come on.
Brutal.
It doesn't like me. We're gonna do it that way. 5.
5. Okay. Are you lethally attacking this gentleman who's just doing his job?
No.
Why are you thinking about it?
Because I was told not to kill anybody, and so then I'm like rethinking it, and I'm like, just enough harm to make sure he's down.
All right, so you're not killing him.
Oh Lord.
I need a yes or
Correct.
no.
Yes, I'm not gonna kill him.
Okay. How does Dragon needs to knock out this person?
So she definitely gives him a good slash, and then she takes the butt of the one-handed trident, and she just hits him up on side of the head, and he just falls.
Yeah. So this guy just collapses on the ground, just gets decked, slashed across the chest, and then decked. Let me just do that. Alright. There we go. His buddy next to him, Bill, no! You were this close to retirement.
No.
Alright, and that's everything from you, Drag?
Yes.
Alright, Corey, you're up.
Alrighty. So let me see how far away I am from this door. I'm gonna dash over to this area.
Okay.
And that
Okay.
is going to be my turn.
Okay.
I'll
Just-
just you can where he's at, just
Just
looking around.
just enough to get to the doors, right? For the dash?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright. Midas, you're up. You just watched Drag slash and then knock out this person. With a restraint you haven't seen Dragon needs to have well ever.
Yeah, Midas is gonna just like, okay, and just come up behind him and try to knock him out with his punches.
Go for it. It will not take much. I will say that.
They shouldn't have come at me.
Oh my god. Ignore that. That one hits, right?
The 8 does not hit.
Yeah, but the 21 hits, right?
The 21 will hit, yes.
Amazing. Okay, let's roll for that damage real quick. Bow. Okay, let's do this again. Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, these
Does
dice-
that hit?
These what's the damage on the first one? It's not coming up for me.
Oh, 3.
3? Oh, okay. Are you knocking this
Oh.
person out?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
he's gonna kind of like karate chop him in the back of the head.
Yeah, and he just goes down as well.
See, I almost said Koei. See, drag, nice and easy. I don't know what the fuck that was about,
They cut me.
girl. And that's he's gonna shake his head, and that's it. Be the order for his turn.
All right. Koshka, you and Pippi are up. What do you want to do?
Okay, she is gonna go Snoop in this room over here. I'm on ruler, not movement, so uno momento. So she's gonna go to the door here, and then she's gonna just pop inside here.
Yeah.
See what's in this room? She's still invisible.
Yeah, so you walk in and you see. Right, hold on. Oop. You see two humans, a man and a woman, are just kind of huddled together. You know, they just look like civilian workers. They just see the door open and like scream out, "What's going on?"
So Koshka doesn't say anything or do anything to them. She's just gonna try to see if she can see the scroll from where she's sitting.
There are numerous boxes and barrels in here. There's no big sign that says scroll here.
Okay, Snippy. I meant like if it's like sitting on something or like there's a label, you know, that would say scrolls. Okay, it's fine.
I just said no.
Okay, so she's gonna go. Why doesn't she move? I
Oh,
can't move her into the room, but
You're locked. You're locked out.
Oh,
Try now.
Oh, there they are.
oh, there she is. Okay, so she's in the room. She's looking in these corner of the barrels. They think they're barrels. She's looking at the stuff in the corner.
Yeah. So you can roll investigation. And you probably have to tell me what it is.
13.
13. So you're able to kind of uncork the barrels, and you just smell some very pungent wine in these barrels.
Okay. Okay. That's all my movement, and that's my action. So, Pippi.
Yeah. What's Pippi doing?
I don't know. Now that I'm in the room, all I can see is like only that room is like lit up, so I can't move him.
Oh. All right. I know where you are.
Okay.
Can you see now?
Yes. So I'm gonna send Pippi to oh, far. I'm gonna send Pippi in this room over here to see if he catches a whiff of anything interesting.
All right.
He's in a dark room and I can't see anything.
Yeah. All right. So as Pippi runs in there, he sees a couple of civilians inside, but he also sees a couple of Rento guards that are in there as well.
Where are they?
Oh, you can't see him because there.
Oh, are they at the top or the bottom? The two.
The ones at the top are the civilians. The bottom ones are the Rento guard.
So,
It's just terrifying. Like we cannot see it.
Good.
wait, so you guys can't see anything at all?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I can't even see where you went.
I'm just having like my own adventure over here. Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna say, Pippi's gonna maul the one closest to him.
All right. Maybe just runs in and attacks.
Yes.
All right, roll for it.
Go, Pip.
And you trust Pippi to do his own thing.
Yo, Pippi's a badass. If anything, I'm actually the tame one. So, okay. Merp. I hate rolling for him. Okay, so that's 11 plus 6. That's 17.
Yep, 17 will hit.
Sick. And then I think it's 1d6. 1d8 plus 5. So 6.
6 points of damage?
Yep.
All right. Pippi scratches at this guy. All right. And that's everything?
Yeah.
All right. These people in the room, they don't see you, but they saw the door open. So the guy's gonna stand up and start heading towards the door, and he sees outside a bunch of people that are currently pillaging the place, and he's just gonna do the only thing he's ready to do, which is close the doors now. It's like, hope you didn't see me, close the doors.
Okay. Okay.
And the girl's just gonna continue to hide in the corner there. The civilians where Pippi was in the Pippi room, they're gonna kind of dive underneath this kitchen table that's in there.
Okay.
And that's gonna be their turn. Mo, you're up.
Okay. I am going to. Let's see. How far is this?
So you see Drag and Midas just knock out these two guards. They just go limp on the ground.
Well, at least you didn't kill them. Good job. I'll head over towards Corey. Let's see. I can almost make it.
Remember, you don't know where I am.
Oh, that's true. I will head over to where the doors closed and reopen the doors.
So he opened the doors. And there's the guy. The guy's there. He's just like, ah.
Neo.
I'd be like, excuse me, sir. Do you know where the scrolls are for the horses?
He's just
Ain't no way.
He's, don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Hey.
Oh shit.
All right, what's the save on that?
15.
Yeah, Wisdom 15.
All right, so he rolled a 14, so he gets charmed by you.
Nice.
He
What do you-
charmed Neo.
What you want to know? What do you want to know? What do you want, buddy?
I'm looking for these scrolls that what items are in this room.
What do you want to know?
Well, we got some like spices in here. I think there's a box of drugs in here somewhere.
Hell yeah.
And you said you're looking for scrolls?
Yeah, scrolls to conjure horses.
Oh yeah, those are in the foreman's office, like down over there. And he points like across the hall, and he's like, "Are your friends taking stuff over there?"
No, we were just it's stuff that belongs to us, so we just we're picking it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we store a lot of stuff in here, so I get it.
Well, what else is kept in the foreman's office? So you got drugs in here. The scrolls are in the other office. What is in the office to the the other side?
Well, over there, that's usually like our break room. There's some I think there's some guards over there right now. A couple of late night shifters, and a couple other warehouse workers. Nothing really important in there, unless you're hungry.
I'll kind of scream out this information to like the rest of the gang, and then I'll just kind of walk in and be like, "Well, show me around. Show me where the drugs are." Oh, Kore. I mean, not Kore. Koshka.
I'm also invisible. You can't see me.
Oh shit.
Hello, Al.
Everyone's fucking invisible.
Yeah, these doors opened on their own, like just a couple seconds ago. So I was kind of freaked out about it. But you're a pretty cool guy. The mask is very cool.
Thank you. I like your hair. You seem like you'd be in a I don't know, a play about.
You just.
Al.
All right, and I assume that's everything.
Yeah, that's everything.
All right. The Omen members are going to grab what they have and bring it over to the wagon. This one is a little bit farther he has to go, so he's going to kind of dash over here. These ones drop off what they grabbed and they head back over nearby you, Eladrian. And that's going to be their turn. So Eladrian, you're up now.
All right. So I've got my couple boxes on this tarp. And so now I want to try to levitate the tarp and carry more boxes than these guys by themselves, so I can impress them and be like, "Look at me, I'm so much better than you are."
Yeah. So you're able to use levitate on the tarp and drag it over.
Oh yes, it worked. Excellent. So
Yes.
I was thinking maybe the tarp would fall like come up and then the boxes would just fall off because they're not like anyway. So I'm able to levitate the tarp and then bring it over and then just kind of like with one hand kind of just drag it in the sky and as over to the thing.
Yep.
And just kind of push it and then push it right into the cart or whatever, and then like in the magic tricks where they pull the tablecloth out from under all the dishes. I will try to yank the tarp out from under the boxes and have them just fall into the wagon.
All right, make a performance check.
Performance check. Yes.
Because this Omen guy is like watching you do this, and there's a little bit of pressure to perform.
Okay, cool. Right on. I got a 27.
All right, yeah.
A crit.
Just like a magician, just no effort whatsoever. You just pull the tarp out. These boxes just land perfectly right in the back of this wagon, and the Omen guy, the half elf guy, he's like, nice.
Thank you. And then I take the tarp and like wrap it around my neck like a cape.
All right, and that will be your turn.
Yes, it will.
So these Vrento guards that Pippi was after see a vicious animal in military garb, and they go at him. So one of them is going to attack Pippi. What's Pippi's AC?
Uh, 16.
16. All right, so Pippi is able to dive, duck, and dodge out of the way of this first one's attacks. They're not used to fighting badgers. But the second one's going to attack, and he's going to hit on both of his attacks. And so Pippi is going to take 6 and 9. So he's going to take 18 slashing damage.
My baby, no.
As the one that he scratched scratches back. And of course, you don't see any of this happening because you're in the other room.
Oh, my dog.
But Midas and Drag, you guys hear from the gates that are kind of just behind you. You hear some rattling of someone trying to open the door, but all of the disrupted earth underneath it is kind of wedging the door in place. But there's someone out there.
Oh, that's not fun.
Do we keep the doors closed, right?
Yeah, we're not opening it.
All right. Top of the round. You can have some combat tactics if you so choose. No? Nobody? Okay.
I was ready for the others. The invisible people, maybe. But if no one can say anything. Was that a Marvel Rivals reference, or am I crazy?
What's that? Which one?
When Pippi got hit, and someone said,
Oh, my baby.
That was a Marvel Rivals reference. Was it not? Am I crazy?
She doesn't play it. She doesn't play it, but I know what you mean.
What? Okay.
Maybe I know it subconsciously from when Jane plays it. I don't.
Right.
Anyways, well, me and Drag don't know that y'all are like busy. So
Can you hear Pippi fighting in a different room, maybe?
I know, it's pretty far.
Listen, you.
I
So we
shouted
can
out
see
where
Bad guys in
people
the main
are.
room.
So wait, where's the foreman's office?
The one you're at.
Okay, sweet, awesome.
Yeah. Where the scrolls are. And then there's
Perfect.
guards on the right. But yeah, so I screamed that out to everybody so everyone knows where stuff is.
Perfect.
And
Yeah,
then I guess I'll start helping like get drugs and stuff and bringing it to the cart.
All right. Drag,
There you
what do you
go.
want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some boxes and put them on the cart, I guess.
All right, you got a kind of a long way to go, so
Yeah, so this whole turn's just walking.
all right, which boxes you going to?
Let's see. I can actually reach over there. So I'm gonna go over here to these ones.
Is that with a dash?
Yes.
All right. So you kind of spend your turn sprinting across this large warehouse, heading over to the boxes.
Yeah, trying to get this done as quickly as possible.
Yeah. And we'll just say use your bonus action to keep your rage up.
Yes.
All right. Next up, Corey. You are up.
All right. Perfect. I'm gonna try to open the door.
Yeah.
Come in.
Door opens right up.
All right.
And you hear some voices as there's a few people inside here. As the door just opens up and there's no one to open it and walking in, you hear one lady just kind of scream out, and you see another Vrento guard in here grab a hold of his sword and just kind of hold it at the ready. And you see someone else behind a large wooden desk. He's kind of a little bit nervous as well. He's not armed or anything like that.
Got it. Okay. Are there any like crates or anything like?
There's a few boxes here and there, kind of on like along the walls mostly. You can see kind of behind the foreman's desk there's like a cabinet as well.
Okay. I think I will have. Okay, let's see. I want her to make her way over to the foreman's area, get that cabinet because I feel like something really important's in there. It'll be in there. So, I will dash over, to get right up there.
All right. So kind of tiptoeing around, the people, the rental guard especially, he's like on guard, but he doesn't know what happened. He can hear commotion outside. So he's just on guard. He hears some floorboards creaking as you stealthily run by him, but he doesn't know exactly what to do in all this commotion. The female is a woman's kind of hiding underneath the desk, and the foreman is once again just kind of he's also looking out over his desk.
Okay, and then I'll have Hugin on the outside, like fly towards the door, and just start cawing to like kind of distract them.
Yeah, nothing more ominous than a crow flying in and just screaming at you.
Excuse me, a raven.
Oh, sorry, a raven.
Just as ominous. Yeah. So he's just gonna do that. Just start a ruckus.
The lady screams out even louder. It's an omen. It's here. It's a bad omen. All right.
Yep.
Is that everything?
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Midas, you're up.
Midas don't hit nothing, right?
Now he doesn't no, he doesn't hear like the Hugin cawing at these people.
All he hears is the door and someone trying to get in, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna look at the door, look down at the bodies, look back at the door, look at the crates, look back at the bodies, look at the door, shrugs, steps over the bodies, and walks towards the crates, and he's gonna use his dash.
All right. Awesome.
Are those doors open? I can finally see the room.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, are those doors open?
Yeah.
He's just turn his head, be like, what is that? And, yeah, that's it for his turn.
Just two guys attacking Pippi. Currently.
He's like,
all right, and with that, Koshka, you're up.
Okay,
you see Mo casually having a conversation with this guy.
but obviously she's eavesdropping, so she is gonna be like, oh, I guess I don't need to spend too much time in here. So she'll just come out. Can she come out of the door? Come on. There you go. So she'll kind of like start walking like where she'll start walking down here towards where the civilian pointed was the
foreman's office. Yeah.
That's it. That's the word. And then she's gonna use her action to dash, which doubles it, right?
Yeah, so you get another 35 feet.
So she gets to like right before the door.
All right.
She's over there. And then Pippi. Does disengage get an opportunity attack?
Nope, it does not. So if you disengage,
So
he can
he's
run.
gonna disengage and immediately. Sorry, should I
I'll
put
move
myself in that room so I can see him? I just can't see. And he's gonna just like sprint back out the door, yelping, and go as far as he can. So 40 feet.
All right. So it's
Just
about
like running wildly, blindly, because he's like, "Oh God!"
yeah. So he runs. Midas, you just hear him yelping as he runs by.
Oh.
But that's Pippi's turn.
Yep.
So next, the man and woman that is talking with Mo. So the guy's like, "So what are you looking for in here?"
You said there was drugs. You have any mushrooms or any cannabis that would help?
I think I saw some like powdered stuff over here, and he kind of like walks over in this direction. And the girl behind him was like, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you helping him?" The guy's like, he's cool. Look at it. He's a mask. He's got a cool mask on. He's my friend.
Friendly masked person.
And then the man, the foreman and the woman in the bottom are still just kind of hiding. Same with the other two civilians up top. But Mo, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the guy. And kind of as I walk up, I'll look over to the lady. I'll be like, well, you see, we are actually friends as well, and I'll cast Strong Person on her as well.
I have an army.
Oh yeah, you're good. She's charmed.
Well, what is your name? My name is Procasius Policomica.
I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that, but my name's Wilma.
Wilma, you could just call me Po.
Oh, okay, Poe. So yeah, Neo over here said that the drugs are.
Well, yes, of course. Would you mind helping me take you to my cart? We were actually going to take it, and it's not stealing. It's pretty much like I said. We own this, and we were just coming to pick it up. So it'd be great if you guys could help us.
So, well, let me see. Yeah, you know what? I'll give you a hand. We call it repurposing around here, but yeah, we can help you out. I can't carry too much like heavy stuff, but Neo here's got some muscles to him.
Yeah, of course. Whatever you can carry, it's no big deal. And I'll kind of start picking up boxes and putting it into their hands, and I'll pick up one and start kind of walking out. So, and that'll be my turn.
All right. So the
This is a hilarious encounter, and I love it.
So this Omen member near Eladrian kind of likes what Eladrian's doing with his tricks there. He's going to walk down over here and kind of pick up one of the baskets or one of the crates. These two Omen members are gonna come over here, drop off the crates that they grabbed. So we got a good collection going on right now. And next, Eladrian, it's your turn.
All right, so my as I put it, my tarp is still levitating, right? So it's like flowing in the wind behind my neck. And because these guys looked at me like, wow, that guy's awesome, and I'm not paying attention to anything else around me. I don't know why the Pippi's yelling or anything. I cannot hear. I just, I start to forget that I'm not supposed to be singing, and just start to be like, I'm really getting into the stealth of things, and just start to whisper to myself. I'm like, shuffle as you smuggle, slide and snag away, lift the loot and scoot your boots, then sneak the night away. And I keep singing like a little, and throwing crates on my neck cape.
So you go back down, and the Omen member that's there helps put some crates on top of your levitating tarp.
Yeah. Keep it hush and breezy.
All right.
Remember light and sly. Just hum a tune and steal a crate before the guards walk by.
And next, these two rental guards that were going after Pippi come out, and they see Midas, and they see Pippi running away, and they go, "Hey, you there, stop!" And then they run over to you, Midas, blades drawn, and they start swinging at you. So your AC is 18.
Oh, how'd you know that?
I know everything. So we got a 24 to hit and then an 18 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Oh, sorry about that.
They both hit.
They're both gonna, so he's gonna swing. Not too much damage though. He's only gonna do 6 slashing damage against you. But the other one is gonna multi-attack you as well. But only one of them hits with a 19. but you take 6 points of slashing damage.
Ow. Okay.
And that's going to be their turn.
Wow.
You guys are... Oh, Midas, you're kind of close. You can see that the doors are being kind of pried open currently at the front gates. Or at the front barn door.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
All right, and at the top of the round, Drag, you're up.
Drag is gonna look over and see Midas, and she's gonna abandon helping with the boxes and run over there. So using both my turns again.
All right. Drag dashes over to Midas's aid in a flash of blue dragon lightning. And that's
Yes.
your turn?
Yes.
All right. Corey, you're up. You are kind of nestled just behind the foreman there.
Yep. So I'm just gonna try and just open the door, the cabinet door. behind him.
All
Just
right.
kind of.
You're like doing it right behind this guy, so
Yeah.
you can choose stealth or sleight of hand. If they're the same,
Okay.
just take your pick.
Okay, cool. Let me see.
And you gotta
Yeah.
beat a 14.
Okay.
Come on, Corey, you got this.
Come on.
Can I add a D10 to that?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Awesome. Let me find my thing. Yep. Okay, so I can add. Oh no, that's a. Oh, that's not D10. There we go. And it clears.
All right. So
It's
very.
a 16.
It's like very, very subtly. You just like. It's like
Yeah.
you're going into the pantry at night and you don't want anyone to know that you're going for the cookies right now.
yeah. I'm trying not to wake up mom and dad while I'm like.
Like this
I
guy's
just
like
kinda...
the foreman's looking forward, like he sees Hugin screaming at him, so he's clearly distracted. And you just slowly open up the cabinet in the back, and you do see like a pile of scrolls. Nothing like super clearly identified, but like there's a bunch of scrolls back in this cabinet.
Okay, yeah. Corey's just pocketing all of them, just grabbing them, not going to look too closely at them right now, because she just sees scrolls. Okay, and then yeah, just grabs them all.
So you.
Oh no, she doesn't say that. She doesn't say that. She doesn't
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if this is kind of a free object interaction or if it's might take your next action to do it. But we'll say you can grab them, and you're just haphazardly grabbing some.
Yeah. Just haphazardly grabbing like as many as she can in like her hands, basically.
Yeah. So you just kind of get like a fistful of these. Do me a favor, roll another stealth check or sleight of hand this time.
Okay.
Just to see if this guy hears you crumpling these papers directly behind him. And once again, you gotta beat a 14.
That's an 18, baby.
All right.
All right.
Hugin like squawks right at the exact same time as you grab all of these, this handful of papers here, this handful of scrolls.
Alrighty, and yeah, I can grab those, and yeah, that's be it for me.
All right. Next it is Midas. You're up. You're you just got surrounded, just got attacked.
Yeah, not cool. Oh, damn it, Drag. You're on me. Fuck. Okay, well, I won't be using that spell.
Never done it before.
Has it? However, Kaba. I'm just gonna punch. I'm gonna go for the first guy, at least. Oh, the guy who's like above me.
All right. The one in blue.
9 doesn't hit. I'm assuming. Someone's just
What was it?
9. Doesn't
Oh, yeah.
9 to hit?
Does not hit, no.
No. Okay. 16.
16 does hit.
Lovely. Take this punch.
Ooh.
3.
All right, he took it.
Take another one.
Ooh, tell him.
He's not taking that one. Take this one. Ow. 5.
5 damage.
Yes.
All right.
And then he's gonna use his defensive field.
Absolutely.
And that is all for Midas.
All right. Koshka, you're up. You hear Tippy run out whimpering.
So she is gonna. Is it a double doors into the office?
Yeah, it's like a big. So it is kind of like a double swinging door, basically.
Okay, so she anticipates that because she didn't run into Corey over on the other side, and obviously Pippi came running out of the other one. She anticipates that through that process, she assumes Corey is probably already in this office. So she stands in front of the doors and swings them wide open. She's still invisible, so it's just like the doors just swung right open.
And there's a squawking Hugin, just like intimidating all of these people that are right here.
Love it. So now that she has the doors open, can she see anything?
You see the 3 individuals as you stand behind Hugin. Corey's invisible. You see the Vrento guard. You're invisible as well. The lady and the other foreman in the room.
Okay, so just as fast as she swung the doors open, she's gonna kind of like what else does she see in the room? Sorry, is there like tables or desks or anything like that?
There's like kind of a desk in the middle. There's a couple of like smaller chests along like the southern side of the room. Nothing as grand as what's out in the warehouse itself, but there are some like smaller cases of things in here.
Okay, so she's actually gonna go over here down towards the chest at the bottom. Does she see any, like, does she see the scrolls just like floating, or like when Corey touches them, do they disappear?
When Corey grabs them, she kind of like quickly stuffs them into her shirt or wherever she puts them, and they kind of vanish.
Okay, perfect. She's gonna start looking through those chests, I guess, just flinging them open.
Yeah. So flinging them open does kind of alert people that, you know, chests are opening up near them.
Yeah.
You open it up, and in this one you see some like jewels and some gold in here.
She grabs it and stuffs it into her coat.
Just the loose gold and such.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you definitely alerted the guard to your presence.
Sorry, she's gonna grab like one handful of the golden jewels, and then she's gonna grab a very small handful of some gold and just like fling it across the room to the other side.
All
to,
right.
like, create a distraction.
All right. So yeah, you pocket some jewels there, and some some gold.
Perfect. So I'm assuming that's my turn. So Pippi.
Do you run out, or do you have enough movement to
No,
run out?
I just couldn't see him.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. That's okay.
I couldn't see him. So he's gonna come yelping and running towards here. because he can smell me. I would assume.
All right.
And then he's just gonna keep dashing, and he's just gonna start running amok inside this room. Not attacking anybody per se. He's just
All right.
running. I can't get him in there. Oh, okay.
A crazy bleeding badger runs into the room.
Yeah, and like he's inconsolable, so I assume like he'll get to that point and just start like running in circles and running into stuff and like just creating a ruckus.
Yeah. All right, and that's Pippi's turn. These guys with you, Mo, this guy and girl, they got some boxes. So where do you want us to put this?
Oh, well, we have a cart. We made an opening. We're actually the foreman. He's renovating, so we're just helping out. So we got a cart back there. Would you help me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Totally. So they just kind of grab their boxes and head outside.
Sweet. Also, have you ever tried this product? What is it?
No, we don't get to sample the products, unfortunately.
Well, lucky day. I've been told from your foreman we get to sample the product.
Oh, I mean, I may not be too productive if I sample the product right now, but if that's what you want.
Maybe after we get this, we can sample it.
All right, sounds good, man.
I'm just...
Yeah, so Mo, what are you doing after? Are you just walking out with them?
So it's powder, you said? What kind of drugs are these?
Oh Lord.
Well, I don't. Depends on how much of a connoisseur you are.
I know a little bit about like natural drugs. I don't know if this is like man-made or anything like that.
Let me get back to you on the drugs.
Okay, because I'm definitely gonna either snort it, smoke it, whatever I can do in this moment as I walk out.
All right, so we'll say it's not. There's some of it is in like a powdered, almost one might say grinded up form, and of a grinded up leaf of some kind.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah.
And you can, from a quick glance, you know that this is gnome leaf.
Gnome leaf. Okay. And what side effects do gnome leaf have?
Well, there's one way to find out.
Absolutely. I'll take out like a pipe or something like that. I don't know.
I do. I have one.
Oh, I have an herbalism kit. Is there something
You just got a
that
pipe in there.
I have that in like a tinder box.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to like jimmy something together from my herbalism kit.
Okay, so an herbalism kit only has like a pouch for storing herbs. It has clippers. It has leather gloves for collecting plants. It has a mortar and pestle and various glass jars. So nothing to spark stuff up with, unfortunately.
Glass jars, and then I have a tinder box that I could light it with.
If this is that, you are spending your turn doing this, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Yep. I will do a full action and bonus action.
All right, well, you can. Do
So
it,
he'll
then.
kind of like, as the people walk out, he'll kind of like look in the box, kind of like smirk underneath his mask. He'll sit down, like crisscross applesauce. Take out all of his stuff, and then proceed to, enjoy himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Smoking it gives you
Sampling the product.
a very pleasant and euphoric sensation, and you feel quite relaxed in this moment.
Absolutely. Yep. That is my turn.
What is this this session? Like, what is
So the Omen members, once again, they are running down, grabbing stuff. This one near you, Eladrian, is helping you load up as much as you can on your tarp there, and he's gonna help you carry it along because you got like 4 boxes on here right now, kind of pushing it to the limit here. So yeah, whenever you're ready, he's gonna assist you bringing all these boxes over.
All right. Very good. And these guys are. It's fine. Yeah, let's just bring it on by. We'll just walk it on back.
Yeah. So you and this guy walk it over, no problem whatsoever. And you dump the boxes onto the cart. It's getting pretty nicely loaded up at this point. So you guys got like 11 boxes on total in total so far, full of various things inside.
That's right.
And that'll be your turn, Eladrian, doing all that. Next up, it is these guards. So one of them is going to peel off and go after Drag, and one's going to go after Midas. So the first one's going to attack you, Midas, with one of them hitting with a 21.
Hey, sir.
And it's going to do 6 points of slashing damage to you. The other one is going to attack Drag. And yeah, those are both going to hit 23 and 22.
Yes.
And that's going to be, oh boy, that is a lot of damage. Okay. But it all gets halved, basically. So that's going to be 22 points of damage, but that gets halved to 11.
Whew.
This guard in the foreman's office is going to run after and try to attack the currently freaking out Pippi. So what's its AC again? It's
16.
16. All right. So one attack is going to hit with a 20. And that's going to do
Can you dodge?
well, right now he's panicking, and you didn't say to dodge for him.
Before what?
So he's gonna take 12 points of slashing damage as the panicking Pippi, in desperation, gets chopped a little bit.
Oh, God.
And finally, busting through the front gate here is 2 Vrento guards that were on the outside. But as they come in, they get immediately tripped up by the ground here. And they're barely able to make it through, but that's where they end their turn, and they see their friends knocked out on the ground. That's gonna be their turn. So top of the round, Dragonista, you're up.
Yeah, Drag's definitely gonna take a slash at the guy who just cut her. 'Cause rude. Whoops.
Yeah, just let me know what you roll.
30.
26.
26 will hit.
Yes.
Jeez.
That's 9. We're also gonna go back in at 21.
Yep.
And that one is 3.
All right, 3 damage.
And then we're gonna do it all again.
Absolutely.
19.
Yep, that hits.
9 damage.
Yep.
See,
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, 15 to hit.
Ooh, 15 does not hit.
So I miss on the last one.
Yeah, this guy just get like absolutely just slashed. And he's like barely standing up right now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is that everything?
Yep.
All right. Corey, you're up. You got some
All right.
scrolls.
Yep. Can I actually like look at them? Does it cost an action to like?
Well, you got
Check them?
you got a few of them, so it might cost you an action to look through all of them that you have.
Okay.
And you-
Yeah. Let me just do that because I'd hate to leave that area and then I don't have the right scroll.
Yeah.
So
So you grabbed about, I would say, like 5 scrolls out of the bunch.
okay.
Quickly looking through it, some of them are just like account logs, things of that nature.
Okay, she's
but-
throwing those out.
Yeah, but 2 of the scrolls are in fact the Phantom Steed scrolls.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, she's just gonna throw out the accounting ones. She doesn't need them, so just chucks them across the room, like in the opposite side of where she's actually gonna run. So she'll probably throw them like
bottom right
like-
corner.
like here. Yeah, and then run.
Yeah, so you're still invisible, so you could totally just
Mhm.
run. Yeah,
Yep.
no problem.
Yep. Let me make sure I am. Okay. I could get like far. All right. Yep. And then Hugin, seeing all the chaos with Pippi and everything, like he's just gonna fly the fuck out. Like he's gone.
Fly away.
Oh yeah.
All right, and that's everything.
Yep.
Alrighty, Midas, you're up.
I wonder what he's gonna do. Oh, I know. He's gonna go for the same guy and hope for the best this time.
Yeah, get him.
14 to hit.
Does not hit.
God damn it, Midas. What about a nat 20?
Oh, well, that will hit.
Amazing. Okay, so it's the automatic 8 plus. This is what he gets. I fucking hate you, Midas. 9 damage total. Oh, is he still up?
He's
'Cause
still
I have
up.
another hand. I have another hand. Let's do this.
He's still up.
17 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Lovely, lovely. And he's gonna take how much damage, you might ask? Well, 11 damage is the answer.
Ooh, he's barely hanging on.
Yes.
He's getting the 1-2
I'm gonna get the 3 and a 4 because I got another nat 20.
Let's go.
Just give him the
And it's-
Shoryuken uppercut.
And this is gonna be 14 damage.
Yeah. How do you knock him out?
I see, because I got 2 nat 20s from the same guy. I kind of imagine Midas kind of just like clapping his hands on this guy's head.
Just like
And
the
then just
double
bam.
eardrum pop.
Yeah. And him just like falling.
Yeah, this guy just like crumples underneath you.
And I was like, whew, yeah, that's what I thought.
And then the guard right next to Drag, you just hear him taunt Drag. He's like, I didn't hear no bell.
And that's it for Midas's turn.
All right. Any movement at all?
No, I fear
All
I
right.
cannot move.
All right.
I don't know what
Kyoshka.
opportunity you have.
Kyoshka, you're up.
Okay, I have some questions.
Yeah.
No.
If I jump onto Pippi, does that also make him invisible?
No.
If I jump onto Pippi and tell him to run, can we take both of our turns at the same time?
I mean, in terms of like movement, sure.
But his action would be disengage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And we only have to go his speed, whatever it's called.
It's 40 feet.
Yeah. So we're gonna be linked together, and be out here now, just running, just sprinting for the door. We're
All right.
we're over it. We're leaving.
Mhm.
Also, Pippi's 2 points away from death, so probably for the best.
Yeah, not a bad idea. So
He
you
got hit
guys,
hard.
yeah,
Twice.
you guys.
He took all the hits for you.
I know.
So you two peel out of there real fast.
Oh yeah.
And
Real
you're-
quacking fast.
You're invisible, so the guy can't even see you. Pippi just takes off. Feels some weight on his already strained back from all these attacks he'd been taking. But you guys,
But she like whispers in his ear to run, so he knows that
Yeah.
she's there. Yeah.
So you guys get 40 feet. So I'll measure that out for you. All right. You two get out like over here. Whoa.
Whoa.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
right
two-
where I was.
All right, and that's that turn. These two guys over here, these two humans, are just going to load a couple things over here. It's like, and then they talk to the Omen guys. Oh, you guys are moving stuff out too. They'll drop some stuff off, and the Omen guy will not like answer them at all. So they'll just like, oh, okay, and then they head back to the room, and they see Mo just Cheech and Chong in it right in the middle of the crisscross applesauce in the middle of he's just got his face in one of his glass jars, just sniffing it, just like lit leaves, just sniffing it, just fully faced, chapped lips and all, just right in there. Just
That's right. That's the only thing that's seen. Like he pulled his mask up, so it's just chapped lips.
and they see it's like, how's the product?
You know, it's actually pretty good. And he'll kind of blow like a O-ring into the air with the smoke.
We're fucking fighting for our lives, and this dude is smoking.
Yeah, he's
He's
hanging out.
Do you guys
Poor
You should- you
Pippi's
should-
fighting for his life.
I know.
you should really
Someone's getting
try it.
smoked
It's
out.
pretty good.
Yeah, maybe next time, but it's a little early for us to do that kind of stuff. You know, you're hardcore doing it so early in the morning.
You can never. You can never have too much time.
Wake and bake, baby.
5 o'clock somewhere in the world.
That's right.
All right, Mo,
4:20
what do you want to do?
Mo kind of like he'll get up, he'll dust himself off a little bit, pick up the box that he was smoking out of, and so he'll kind of start walking and be like, oh, I gotta check to see if everyone's all right. Just kind of walk outside.
Just
Hey,
go.
hey,
Smoke first, but you know.
hey, is everyone all right out here?
Does he see Pippi running, just covered in blood?
Yeah, probably at this point. Yeah, at this distance. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Whoa, Pippi. No, I like the color. Nice.
Hi.
Can I see these two guards at the front?
Yeah, there's
The non-knocked out ones.
they're pretty far away from you. They're like 90 feet away, but you can see that the doors are now open, or at least been pried open. So there's guards kind of making their way through the rubble that your erupt earth caused, and
Gotcha.
yeah, that's about as much as you can see.
I'll kind of see that, and I'll be like, oh man, the doors weren't supposed to open yet. They're gonna ruin the party. I'll tap the staff again and cast another erupt earth over there.
All right, perfect.
And I'll kind of get it like right in front of them, not hitting the guards that are knocked out because I don't want to kill them.
Yeah, so we'll say kind
But
of.
I'm also high, so
Well, they're like right in front, like
Yeah.
kind of overlapping a little bit, but enough to get them in the crossfire here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what's the
So-
DC again?
Dex of 15.
All right,
Ooh, that's good damage.
they both fail.
22 bludgeoning
Oh.
damage.
Damn. So once again, as they're trudging through this already erupted earth, just more of it explodes underneath their feet. And debris and splintering wood and stone just smacks them all up across the face.
Perfect. And then I'm
Really?
for my bonus action. Can I face step with something in my hand?
I think if
Does it
it's
work?
not too heavy, I think you'd be okay.
Okay. So like with the drugs that I have, can I face step towards the cart?
Yeah, we'll let it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I'll poof in some green smoke next to Eladrin. Like, hey, Eladrin, how's it going?
Oh, what did you? Fine.
Hey, psst, there's some good stuff in that room over there.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna save some for us later.
Okay. What are you talking about?
All right,
Yeah,
next
that's all.
next it's these Omen members, and the one at the cart looks over to you guys and says, "Well, it looks like the reinforcements are starting to come in. We got to get out of here." And these other Omen members kind of run up with some extra crates in their hands and drop them off on the wagon, and they start to secure all of the cargo that's on there. So their job is pretty much done at this point, kind of smash and grab as much as they could. So they're just securing everything down. Eladrin, what are you doing?
Do I see these guys that are walking in?
Yeah, you just saw like some more erupting earth, kind of catching your attention. So you look over and you do see some Vrento guards kind of just getting pelted by rubble and such over there.
All right. Okay, so I mean, ideally, we don't want them coming after us. We don't want anything else to happen. So what did I think I just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a firebolt over at those guys that are coming in.
Sure. Which one are you
Be
shooting
like-
at?
I'd be like, get away! The orange one. I dislike orange as a color.
All right. Roll your attack.
I get
All right, a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, damn. 9.
9?
Yeah.
This guy gets hit with the firebolt and gets scorched, and with all the debris and stuff like that, he just succumbs to pain and just passes out.
One left.
Anything else, Eladrin?
No.
All right. Next up, it is these guards here. The one that's still remaining, he's instead he sees all of his friends going down. He's actually going to run outside, and he takes out a horn. And inside the warehouse, you guys can hear him blare a horn outside. And the one that's inside the foreman's office kind of just runs out the door, and he's just gonna yell out, just in general, "Stop that badger!" And that'll be his turn. But this guy up here in front of Midas and Drag, he's going to actually, like, he's beat the shit right now, so he's gonna put his weapon down and kind of like surrender at this point. Says, "Please Please don't hurt me. Any more than you already have. So Drag, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Drag wants to knock him out.
All right. Just roll an attack.
$11.
Just because he's surrendering, I'm going to allow you to hit him.
Yes.
But I want you to tell me how you knock out this man who has surrendered to you. And is pleading,
so I
pleading to you.
Yeah. I definitely start telling him, it's gonna be okay. And I go ahead and put my trident back together and hold it in one hand, and I'm telling him, you're not gonna die. I'm not gonna kill you.
I'm not.
And no, I'm not going to this time. And she takes her arm back and she just pummels him right in the nose.
Just hit in the face and just collapses on the ground. And you all hear that large horn go off as well.
And Drag's like, crap. There's gonna be more of them. We gotta get out of here. And is the other one's? No, the other one's dead too. She turns around to Midas. She says, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. You should probably go though. I don't know if you heard that, but
I definitely did. So, she's gonna head towards the big hole in the wall.
All right. So you head that way. Corey, what are you doing?
Dashing. I'm dashing. I'm getting the hell out. Yeah. Not gonna linger here.
Absolutely. Get as far out as you can.
Yep.
Midas, how about you?
I'm gonna, be smart and so the only person left is the one that's outside the door, right? No, at least that I know of.
Yeah, outside the door, and there was one that kind of came out from the foreman's desk over here. That just yelled out, "Stop that badger!"
Cool. Okay, so Midas is gonna move here with his movement. And then he is going to he's gonna cast a spell for once, and I know that doesn't happen a lot. He's gonna cast Shatter like right here, like right at the door.
Yeah.
And he's that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
they have to pass a. Huh? Oh.
He fails. I heard
I
rolled a 7. So
okay, but that was lame. Okay. Damage is lame. Well, they take 5 thunder damage.
Okay.
Yay. And and that's it. All right,
right,
guys, let's go.
All right.
Come
on. All right. So, for the sake of time, seeing how the battle is currently playing out, and all of you are heading back to the wagon here. So everyone starts piling into the wagon area. The Omen guys have got it perfectly set up. The one rental guard, sees all of his men in the area knocked out, so he runs over and starts tending to them instead of chasing you guys down, seeing how he is vastly outnumbered. So Corey, with the scrolls in hand, what do you do with them?
So I'm gonna wait until we're like out where the carts are to use them, since just gonna summon spectral horses.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So these Omen guys, all 3 of them push the wagon out. It's gotten quite heavy at this point. They push it outside and basically have it prepared for these for the horses.
Awesome. So yeah, so she'll wait till she's there and then use the scrolls.
Yeah. So as you cast the spells from these scrolls, 2 large spectral horses emerge, and the Omen men immediately get to work kind of saddling them and attaching them to the wagon. Now that they are attached to it, the wagon is much more easily maneuverable. And all of the Omen guys hop on to the cart, and they gesture for all of you guys to get on the wagon as well.
All right. Yeah. Corey's jumping in. Which by casting the spell, she's not invisible anymore. So, yeah, she just jumps right in with Hugin on her shoulder.
Yeah. So everyone piles on to the wagon. The Omen guys just snap the reins, and the cart takes off with a successful heist, but the getaway still needing to be accomplished. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Caspian.
And then
We stole the ship.
Caspian.
And then
Caspian.
Indeed.
And
Dan,
Bunny's
and
gonna
Dan.
get
And
mad. Bunny gonna be real mad.
Mad Bunny.
And
Mad.
no,
Bad
no, and then
Bunny.
I'm excited for that dialogue. It's gonna be so fun
Dude,
and emotional.
dude, yeah. Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not prepared. like
I'm not
Corey's
prepared.
like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, same girl, I don't know how you're gonna react to see him.
Corey's gonna yell at me, and I won't know what to do.
Yeah. Like, if she even yells, I don't know. She could just start crying. She could just, I don't know.
Sometimes there's nothing scarier than when someone's really mad and they don't yell.
And they don't.
Yeah, yeah. Like the silent anger. I
Silent
feel like
treatment
the
is.
worst. Ugh, so bad.
It's an
well,
effective weapon.
It
It
is.
is. All right, y'all. Well, another fantastic night. Good to be back.
Yes, I missed
Yes.
you guys.